Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 898 of Fallout 4. Last episode made our way over here to Beaver Creek Lanes, a place that's been really close by where we've been this whole time, but I've never had a chance to come here. Read a story about a soldier who was unfortunately sent off to war, came back, and well, the poor man, his legs no worked. They work no more. They no work, yes. They no work. They work no more. So this place, they installed like handicap ramps and got it all set up for him. He was the bowling champ. They got all the accommodations, and then when you have it, the building collapses, and then they have to shut the whole place down. Everybody loses their job. It was a pretty sad read. Let's be honest. It was pretty sad. But anyway, Beaver Creek Lane's being attacked by ghouls, and time to go explore the rest of this building and see what I can find. That is the plan. Anyway, hopefully, of course, you dudes are enjoying the Fallout videos. Again, do appreciate those who take the time to like the videos, and I thank you dudes for the support. But yeah, it's a pretty sad story as to what actually happened here. We are very much detective. There's very much something here. I'm kind of wondering, given like the story and what happened in this place, am I gonna be finding these people we read about in that terminal last episode? You know, it's gonna be kind of sad. What was his name? Thomas or something like that. Oh, here we go. Okay, there's multiple ghouls. No, don't walk in front. Don't walk in front of me. There's another one. There's multiple. Interesting. I'm hearing one to my left, but like I see one up there. Get him, Longfellow.
Got something for you.
Good man. Maybe I'm hearing. Maybe I'm hearing them above me and to my left. But yeah, I actually hear lots of ghouls. I wonder if they can find a way down here. Let me just doink this dude. Doink him through the floor. But, fog ghoul. Yeah, we killed that dude, I think, when we walked in here.
Alright.
Looks like they have found a way in here. Yep.
Fresh.
Yep. Look at that strafing pattern. He's, like, running at me. He tripped and, like, just serpentined a little bit. Look at that dude. Thinks he's hot shit. Looks like there is, yeah, a way. This is how we're getting up there. That's how they're getting down here. Of course, we could just take our jetpack and do that, but, let's get back to looking around here for things on the floor. Kind of had to deal with those ghouls. Also, nice floaty texture. Man, I realize that they put a lot of like stuff in Fallout and just open world games, you know, in general, Bethesda and shit, but man, how often, how very often, I wonder if I can blow those out of there, do I find like textures that are just straight up messed up? Oh, I did a thing. But like things that are floating, things that shouldn't be there. You gotta just imagine all of those oversights that have to be going down for that stuff to be the case, for that stuff to actually happen. That's crazy. But like I said, I understand that, holy dear God, you have to stop and think. Somebody has to go in there and place every single one of these objects. Like, they don't just Minecraft procedural generation a world with a seed. Like, no, that's not a thing, you know? They design every single world. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, well, maybe it's because I played the game too much. Maybe I find too many of these silly things. I could, like, you know, keep blowing those out of there with frag grenades. I'm not really sure how worth it that is to do, considering what a frag grenade costs versus what a bowling pin offers. So maybe I'll stop that, but that was mostly proof of concept to see that I could actually move those items and loot them. They weren't static. Well, we answered that question, but since we know the way up top, why don't we look around here on the bottom floor and then we'll make our way over there. So, I think that was the ghoul that Longfellow just killed. The lanes don't appear to be, like, any sort of interactable. I'm liking, like, the really, really bad music they've been playing here this whole time. I'm also finally over encumbered. Yeah, being in the bowling alley, the bowling balls, obviously, are incredibly heavy, but the bowling pins are also really heavy. So, rip carry capacity. GG me. Hey, dude. Look at that guy. Now, why is he crippled? Is that like something that I somehow inadvertently did, or is this an obvious reference to the dude we read about? But he wasn't named. Is that go outside? No. Oh, it just says Feral Ghoul Reaver. I mean, it would have been kind of sad, you know, to actually find the guy. I'm saying, like, it's gonna be sad if we find the people that were actually named in the terminal there. Feels like a missed opportunity if they don't do that. Well, hello, safe. Hello, safe. I will take you. Nice. Gimme. That was a lot of money, I think. It was like 20, I think, pre-war money. Oh shit, this thing's expert. But, yeah guys, I mean, I'm gonna stop and think about this. We're getting scary close.
Got it.
Scary close to the end of the Fallout series. Like, stop and think about it. I mean, we're episode 898. got a little bit left to do here in Far Harbor, and then, you know, it's back to the Commonwealth. It's that one island off to the side. A couple, honestly, just a handful of side quests that are gonna go by really quickly, I suspect. I don't imagine that's gonna take much time at all. I've done a big chunk of the main story, obviously not all of, but a big chunk. We have nowhere to explore, which means the missions are going to be like directly to and from the objective. We're not going to stop and loot. We have no reason to. We've already done that. So like, I don't know if we can get 1,000, but the end is coming up. And you guys who have actually been loyal to the Fallout series, I know there's people who have sat down and actually like watched the entire thing. It's not many. It isn't many, but I know there's a couple of you out there. You guys are, I don't know, man. It's like when I watched. Okay, so a couple of years ago, when I worked at my last job, I had the opportunity to work remote sometimes, and I worked remote, and I marathoned all. I don't know if it was like 8 seasons or however many seasons Dexter has. They're like it's a 40-minute episode each show, and I marathoned that whole thing so quickly, and then just. When it was over, it's just like, oh, you know, it like hits you. It's like, oh, there's actually an end. So I think I'm going to be familiar with the feeling a lot of people will get that actually enjoyed the series enough to watch the whole thing. They're going to be like, oh my god, it actually ends. And when that does, there ain't going to be any more Fallout videos. I've done my time, you know? I've played my Fallout. So like, yeah, either those people are going to fall off the face of my YouTube channel and I'll never see them again, or maybe they'll be cool kids and come hang out with me on Twitch, because, you know, I stream pretty much every day from this point on. Oh, this guy's having a blast here with the teddy bear. So, I mean, if you haven't already, and you want to stay in touch after the Fallout videos are done, because there's not going to be any more when the series ends. I mean, who knows, maybe Fallout 5, but, like, that's wishful thinking, because, you know, Bethesda. But come hang out on Twitch streams. Link is in literally every single video description. Come be a cool kid. Want to support me? That is the single best way to do it. It's definitely not through YouTube. I don't do Fallout for the money. I don't make money for Fallout. I lose money. Think about the electricity. Think about the computer running. Think about the time. I make like $1 or $2 an episode. Like, be frank with you, $1 or $2 at best. Yeah, that's YouTube. That's YouTube. Chains. We're looping around there. But yeah, dudes. Yeah, I'm just trying to, like, make that a reality, make that a known thing. Fallout, as scary as it is, will have an end. It is going to happen eventually. Oh my god. Can't believe it. I never expected almost, well, currently about 900 episodes. We're gonna hit that easy peasy. But almost 1,000? Which I still think we're gonna get close. Don't know if we're going to get them unless I really try to, but damn. Everybody who's played Fallout on YouTube did like 20 to 30 episodes tops. It was them plowing through the main story, which isn't really a great story or anything, if you know anything about Fallout. But yeah, that was their run. My run was a little excessive, let's be real. So there is a basement. There is an upper floor. Hey buddy. Hey. Any crits? I technically do. So I'm just gonna shoot your arm off. I'm sorry. Oh man, that guy just got freaking decimated. He went flying. He was clearly not expecting what just happened. Let's say, I'm hearing a ghoul here. Next. Just crawls out, doink. Rip that dude. All ghouls look kind of cool though. I don't really see them very much. I'll take the industrial solvent you're just sitting on there. So it looks like there's a fusion core as my reward. I can take a fusion core reward. That's a pretty sweet deal. Will not complain about that one, especially seeing as I have 4 in my inventory. If you're not counting the one I guess if you count the one I just added. But yeah, man. What do we got? This is looping around possibly to the chain door. Yep, chain door. Can't activate those switches. Industrial solvent there, or turpentine. It's the same exact picture. Same exact picture. We'll take all of that garbo, and we got multiple ways upstairs. This is clearly the way upstairs where we shot that ghoul that was just chilling on the ground, though. There's a terminal in here. Well, this place just keeps going up and up and up. So that's how you get to the highest floor, I bet. Now I'm wondering where that other staircase that we know of goes, because that's where the ghouls were rushing at me from. Master. Oh, damn.
Excellent.
Striker. It shoots bowling balls. Hell yeah, if they weren't so heavy, that'd be fun. 253 damage, bowling ball. 50% chance to cripple the target's legs. Man, that's kind of dickish. Again, consider the story about the dude who, like, lost the ability to walk that we just got done reading about, the sob story at the beginning. Like, that's kind of horrible. Always the chair in front of the terminal. Never able to use it because power armor. But I just got a freaking weapon that shoots bowling balls and cripples people. It's a 50% chance, though. Damn. No luck with the ball return. Okay, so Mark and I had to scrap the lane return launcher idea. Getting the wheel up to speed we wanted, just sanding flat edges into the balls that we threw off the balance and was ruining them. We were talking to some old timers, and Jacob said we should just get one of them fat man catapults and use that. Oh, here goes. So we talked to a guy who knew a guy that knows a guy who knows a guy's cousin who knows a guy. Okay, I'm not making a SpongeBob reference here. Anyway, they talked to a guy who knows a guy. Cut to the chase, we're out a couple tanks of gas, but we found one at an old surplus center out in the Willy Wax. Not sure if it's entirely legal, but hey, we're only gonna kill pins with it, so what the hell, right? Absolutely. And we can... There's a tape here we can eject. I mean, we can play it, but we can actually eject it. That was close. So first, the good news. The launcher is working. We were having... Well, I just got schematics right there. The launcher is working. We were having trouble with the balls getting caught in the launch tube, but shaving down the polyurethane on the balls a smidge and putting a fresh coat of wax polish on it has made launching them wicked fast. The bad news is that we forgot to reduce the tension springs, and the first ball we launched flew straight through the wall of the office and near stoved in a table in the dining area. Damn near took out Mr. Clark with it. Knocked him clean out of his chair. Oh my god, it actually hit him. We'll have to tune the power down a bit before giving it to Thomas. So they're doing this for Thomas. Also, every ball he uses will have to be altered to work with the launcher, but it shouldn't be too hard to do. So you can just open the save, which I'd rather, you know, like, not. I'd rather just hack it or pick it. So let's eject Mark Wilson's holotape. I'm hoping this is actually like an audio log, not one of those text logs. So Mark Wilson holotape. Come on, Super Scroll. Come on, Super Scroll. Mark Wilson. Scrolled a little bit past it. Mark Wilson's holotape. Yay! Audio log?
Gotta record this so I don't forget later.
Sweet.
After we closed up for the night, you know, Matt and I split a couple of pictures while cleaning the pin setters. We got to talking about Thomas. I just can't believe he's gonna be stuck in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. Damn noise.
This game sometimes.
Gotta record this so I don't forget
Power
later.
armor messed it up.
After we closed up for the night, you know, Matt and I split a couple of pictures while cleaning the pin setters. We got to talking about Thomas. I just can't believe he's gonna be stuck in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. And now, he ain't never gonna have the chance, you know, to pull that perfect game he's been so close to. So it's like 2:45, and we're shooting the balls back up the return, and checking the motors and all, and we get this, this really good idea. So Thomas's arms still work, so maybe we could use one of them ball returns, but hook it up to a stronger motor and mount it on a board or something. He could launch the balls out of it, yeah, and down the lane, it'd be like an awesome bowling gun.
Yeah. Yeah. Those yes at the end. Yeah. That's so awkward. Yeah. Yeah. The master one's got that little sweet spot.
That's
Woo.
it.
Okay. Nothing overly fantastic, but you know what? Loot be loot. Take that, sandbags. I never loved you anyway. I guess I'll go up here, and then we'll double check that staircase over there, but I think this is going to loop around. I think we're in the clear. I also might be going back to, maybe not Far Harbor. I saw like a gas leak. Maybe not Far Harbor, but Longfellow's cabin, considering how close I am, and drop some of this off. I don't know, like, maybe Uncle Ken's cabin, we'll see. I mean, looting an instance area like this is generally a lot more crap, garbage, junk, miscellaneous things, especially with it being the bowling place. But then just exploring the outside world, because generally you just find a bunch of knickknacks here and there, and compared to being in an instance, you just find a ton of garbage. So, I mean, being overweight when I go out there to explore is not going to be ideal. I don't want to do that. So it's just looking like a whole bunch of bowling pins, and, like, obviously the big hole in the floor. the building caved in. And we already killed the ghoul that was up here. Speaking of, like, I didn't see him. I remember shooting one through the floorboard. Did he either despawn or did he fall through and I looted him? Because I'm getting the feeling that either he despawned or he fell through and I looted him, because I don't see it. Okay. Is there anything in the middle here? No. I guess this is supposed to be like this is straight. Is this straight up like a truck? Like a tractor trailer? Just kind of, yeah. Like, how'd that happen? Like, how the fuck did that happen? How did, like, what? How did they have like a tractor trailer just as one of those like signs or something, kind of something to show off their building with on a roof? What the hell happened there? Anyway, that's this place. It looks like we're done here. So let's get out of here and make the decision. Like, are we gonna go back and drop some things off? I'll check the map when I'm out there, but I don't want to go explore this whole thing, especially like the mountain, while being over encumbered. Because flying up the mountain's already gonna be a pain as is. Mutated from a species of salamander, the gulper continues to grow throughout its life. The largest are also the oldest and deadliest. Okay, so shoot them before they see me. Got it. Kill the evil salamanders. Kill the evil salamanders. I mean, I'm right next to Far Harbor, and I'd be going all the way over to National Park HQ. I mean, I would be gritting toward that way, but there's also, like, a lot of land. You know what? I'm gonna tough it out. I'm gonna deal with it. That's my plan. We're gonna deal with it. Let's make sure we're in the right grid. So we're gonna go... I mean, hell, I can just hit up... I feel like lumber, nah. I guess I could just go hit up that National Parks Visitor Center. So I do need to go down a notch on the grid, though. But it's not like I'm missing a lot of AP, because... Oh, God. That thing always happens. But it's just like... Yeah, there's a crane pulling the truck out. How the hell do they manage that shit? But yeah, I'm not missing like a shitload of AP or anything like that. I'm not hungry or thirsty or nothing like that. We're not overtired. We just took care of that garbage. So it's not like that's going to be a big deal. So let's, of course, stay third person. I'm shocked that it actually let me loot that blight. And I'm going to move to the west where the marker is and just look around. I suspect, again, I've been saying it, I sound like a broken record, but honestly, I don't expect to find anything here. I've been through it a few times, not with any sort of like fine-tooth comb or anything, but I've been through it a few times. We've hit up Acadia. I could go to Acadia and I could sell some of this garbage, but the majority's junk, and I guess unless I have Longfellow loot it, it's gonna take forever and a day. How overweight are we? 577 with the majority of it probably being bowling balls and bowling pins. At least it'd be an easy thing to give the Longfellow. But, and there's more blight down there, some rocks, and there's just a winding road, which we've walked through. Honestly, I kind of want to just forego gridding this. I know it might seem a little bit weird. I kind of just want to forego, I went a little too far south, but I kind of want to forego it. Like, I don't suspect anything. Now, I mean, I'll grid to find things, but I've been through here a few times. Come on, AP. I've been here enough to think, or enough to have a decent idea as to what I'm going to find. And what I'm going to find is probably going to be blight, probably a handful of aster, and maybe like one gulper that we didn't yet kill. So like there's a bunch of blight, bunch of aster. We're right on the money. And then this should be the lake, right? Yeah, so we're already at the lake. We're coming up on that flight. The one flight that got down. Maybe we go to Uncle Ken's cabin here. I say I go across this, I go north to Uncle Ken's cabin. And there's that little like picnic area wherever we saw. I think that's where I saw some gulpers one time when I was with Longfellow. The water doesn't look clean. I mean, I'm supposed to be in like a fully sealed suit of power armor. I mean, if it protects me from radiation, it's probably sealed. Look at the fishy. Look at the fishy. Well, I can eat the fishy. Just grab the fishy, take him out of the water, fillet that bitch. Mmm, delicious. Eat the fishy. More blight. Yeah, it's just gonna be spoopy forest. Spoopy forest? Is that pieces of the down wreckage over there? Is that the plane? I think that's yeah, that's the plane. Okay, so if I go north, I can come straight back down here. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. There's pieces of the plane here. Let's go get underweight at Uncle Ken's cabin. Just drop this garbage off, because like I said, like I suspect, I'm not gonna come across a lot. And if I'm not going to come across a lot, I think it makes the most sense just to be underweight while I do it, because I'm not expecting to be picking up a whole bunch of shit weighing me down. See no reason to sit there the whole time and do the fat kid walk where my guy's like... That's all I hear. That's all I hear when I'm overweight and I'm walking around. He's like, it's so hard. My power armor's doing all the work for me, but it's so hard. It's not a bunch of rain fungus just chilling here. Totes is, did I loot it? Man, I'm good. Either that or, like, it's one of those things you just can't loot. Which, either way, you know what? I'm gonna take credit for that shit. Hell if I remember. But I can see my turrets, I can tell that I'm already home. Gives me an excuse to go see my fancy house that I spent all this time making. And not so much time, like, reaping the benefits of having it, you know? I'm not usually at all of my settlements. I can't be at all of my settlements. That's not how settlements work. I'm just gonna breach the wall. In one game. Craft the interface. Thanks, Ben. Just gonna do this. Teehee. Hey guys, get off my crafting stations. There you go. That alone, depositing that junk alone, almost got me underweight. The striker, obviously, really heavy. But that was just all the bowling pins and whatnot. Still love how... Oh, I didn't mean to take that. That was my Cappy glasses. I still love how I have the Vertibird signal grenades in here. Well, those Cappy glasses, right? Yeah, you give me those Cappy glasses. I meant to put away those stupid, the other pair of glasses I had there. Tramper leathers, don't need. Let's see. Probably a decent assortment of ammunition. That's a lot of 45. I'm going to hang on to it. Fusion cells, fusion cores. I might take another fusion core if it's there. So modified, that's the recipe. That's the schematic we got. Modified bowling ball. The one that's supposed to be utilized as ammunition. Because it was a special one we read about. Now that we're overweight. Now that we're underweight, I mean, I think I'm good to go. Just get rid of some buff out, some drugs, some random things. There's a lot of random things in my inventory. Jeez. Jeez, some random garbage they threw my way. Right away, Tato's Vim. I love seeing this. Nearly 160... 160 in the weight again. Master, whatever.
Ims.
All I heard from him was Ims. Not in the ammo. By ammo, I mean fusion cores. Nope. Could probably buy some.
Like that? No wonder you wiped out those crabs.
Oh, you talking about my muscles? He's probably talking about my huge muscles. I really doubt he's talking about my power armor. But here we go. Now we're off to the races. Now I can sprint. Now I basically have unlimited freaking AP. And it'll be a lot easier to rifle through all the down pieces of this plane, this flight. Whichever flight it was, I don't remember. Like sky lanes, they're all called. That's what's called Horizon Flight. Like, all the ones that I've seen so far are like sky lanes, something or another. Seem to be the main company, if you will.
I keep saying to myself, I should settle down someday. I think I missed the boat.
Yeah, you're a little too old. I mean, I guess it's not really too old to settle down, but like, depends on your definition of settle down. You mean like, you know, just hunker down, have a house, call it your own, and be like, all right, I'm done with everything? Or do you mean like have kids and a family and deal with neighbors and be that guy who goes to like the what the hell are they? Those neighborhood picnics and like the neighborhood get-togethers. Like, who does this? What person actually goes and does this with their community? I hate my neighbors. I hate all of them. I'm pretty sure I'm in the majority now. People used to get together and love one another. Now everybody hates everybody. And for good reason. People are evil. People are straight evil. So here we are. We're at the down flight, which I don't need to explore all of it, or rather I probably shouldn't or couldn't because it's not all within the grid. But I can certainly explore a sizable chunk here. Okay, now that's weird. This one says Skylanes Flight. This one says Horizon Flight. Now, did two planes just run into each other, or is the game lying to me? Or were they just too lazy to change the text on the plane that they renamed? That is a big fucking engine. Like, holy shit. That is huge. That is ridiculous. Oh my. Camera, I thought that was a stealth boy for a second. Damn, man. That's nuts. That's a big ass engine. I like it. Them turbines, though. They're not even turbines, though. They look like jet engines. on what he had in his inventory or what he was holding, but I looted it. So we'll get the rest of this plane on the second pass through, it looks like. The majority of it appears to be south. So I don't want to get, like, topsy-turvy and confuse myself. Let's just keep going forward. Is that the red of an enemy? No, that's the red of a toolbox. I thought I saw an outline of somebody down here. Still good? Still good. It's got, like, a tent? Duffel bag? I mean, okay. Duffel bags generally don't have enough stuff to get me overweight. And I still have the entirety of Longfellow's inventory. So I'm 45, 70? Not something I see all the time, and I don't want to sleep. So we're coming up to the edge, which is nice, because now we can go loot that plane crash real quick. The car over there we'll get on our way back. Oh, what's that? Was I in that? Why does... Oh, I was gonna say, why does that sign looks like it have an outline around it? Because of, like, my power armor? No, it's straight up, it's the movie theater one, but it has an outline around it because it's got, like, a neon border. I was thinking something else. Pretty sure I was... Yeah, this is the one that had that funky light that I was kicking around. Alright, so I've already been here. We're ready to knock down another, go down another grid. Knock down a notch. Kick a notch out of here. Chip it away. We're chipping away here at the old grid pattern. So let's move the marker. Let's go down a little bit, and then let's take a look at the east to see if we're in line with where we're supposed to be. So nothing here is detecting me. It's kind of surprising. Some lore wheat, and there's a ship. Are we where we want to be? We're pretty much good where we want. We're pretty much good where we are. We're where we want to be. I'll take the lure weed. There's a lot of stuff here. Oh, a lot of anglers too. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. I'm up here. I'm up here. No, don't waddle away from me. I will shoot you in the butt. That'll teach him. Yeah, that'll teach him. I'll be a level 163 person now. I'll really teach him. Give me that. But it does look like it is time to wrap the episode up here, my dudes. Episode 898 of Fallout 4. Next episode is the last one in the 800s. He twitching. Next one's the last one in the 800s, guys. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.